Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're seeing this video, I hope you've subscribed to my channel. This is vlog diary video number 1. So I made a video kind of similar to this on my family channel. There are parts that I've left out because it was my family channel, and I really wasn't comfortable just coming out and saying it. So viewer discretion is advised. I do want to put a trigger warning out there for anyone who has been molested. This video may not be for you. So my parents got divorced when I was, how old was I? I think I was 3 or 4. And my mom, she was trying to find love, and she looked and she looked and she looked, and finally she met somebody who was brought into our lives rather quickly, moved into our home, had 2 other children who are also moved into our home, and sorry. So here I am. I believe I was 5 or 6. And my mother's moved this strange man into our home. From that day forward, my life changed forever. I've tried to block a lot of it out because it's not something that I want to live with or deal with on a daily basis. It's not something that I honestly like to think about. Our lives changed forever when that man was moved into our home. I was molested every single day. My other siblings were as well. 2 of them by their own father. They were my step siblings. And then one of my other siblings was molested as well. And excuse me, when these things happened, he would call us in the room one by one. And we would hear what was happening to our other sibling. All I remember saying was owie, you know? Like, those are the words that would come out of my mouth. Please stop. Please stop. That hurts. Owie. You know? I was a little girl. And his sons were 3 and 4, I believe. And he did the same thing to them. As well as my other sibling, who was a year younger than me. So 5. And it would just hurt so bad. And to hear my other siblings crying, being hurt, and we were all threatened that if we told anybody that he would kill us. And he would kill everybody that we loved. So the abuse continued for months on end. Now, I've always thought it was about 6 months. I didn't really keep track of time. I was 6 years old. My mom was married to him for about a year and a half. So I now know that, and I now know that it was a lot longer than I originally had thought. But I do know that any time that my mother wasn't around was when this was happening. I would beg to stay at my grandmother's house, and I began to have issues with constipation. And that was because I was anally molested. And nobody could figure out why, and I wouldn't tell them why or what exactly had happened. I didn't tell them anything that happened. I didn't. I didn't want to tell him because I was afraid that he would kill them. And I'm still afraid to this day that he's going to hunt me down and kill me. Oh, I think my battery's going to die. To this day, I'm still afraid. And I had a lot of issues with constipation and stuff like that for a very long time. It didn't get better on its own. I would have to take medication and have enemas, and I never told anybody why. My rapist was caught because he molested his niece. And she was brave and came forward. I was unable to give testimony to the courts about my rapist. I was listed on the case as a victim. However, because it had been so long since the molestation had occurred, by the time that his niece came forward, he did not serve any time for molesting me or my siblings. He only served time for molesting his niece. So my rapist was released from jail on August the 13th, which is also my husband and I's anniversary. And I still fear to this day that he's going to hurt me and my family. especially since we live in the same city that it occurred in. And rather than changing my name completely when I married, I did keep my maiden name on there. So I'm sure that he knows that as well. So I still live with these fears on the daily basis. I try not to think about them. I try not to get depressed, and I try not to stress, and I try not to get anxious about him finding me and my family. Those are my fears. Those are legitimate fears I still have. I'm sorry, it really makes me sick to talk about it. But alright guys, sorry about that. My camera died. So that's pretty much the end of that story. If you'd like to hear more, please consider subscribing to my channel. I have a lot of more stories to tell. That was just my diary entry one. So please subscribe to this channel, and I'll be back again with another